Good morning, everybody. Bean Scottish Fitness here. Going out for my Tuesday morning walk. Had a really good day yesterday in the gym, even though I'm a bit under the weather. I think Mama shares her cold with me. Those things are going to happen. But I was taking a bunch of the vitamins to keep the old immunity system at full bore. And hopefully by the end of the week I should be past this. So the only thing is this affecting my voice a little bit. No big deal. I'm going to go out and see my neighbor. He's supposed to go and see about getting a job where I work. I hope he does. Good job, good benefits. That definitely helped him out. So I'm going to walk down and see him. He's a mile and a half from me down the road. That's usually my 3-mile hike that I do anyway, so it works out pretty well. So another beautiful, glorious day. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and the leaves are falling, just like they should be. So, a couple things to talk about today. I'm on some Facebook groups. It was actually the Facebook groups that got me over to the YouTube, because I was getting a lot of comments on my lifts and that, and my daughter said, "Hey, Dad, you should be over on YouTube." Sounds like people are interested in what you have to offer. So they set the channel up for me. But a lot of times during my live streams, I get questions about my thoughts on, I guess they call it gear, whether it's TRT or steroids or HGH or Tren or Ben or whatever the hell they are called. I said, personally, they're not for me. But if other people decide to do them, and they're doing it under doctor supervision, then they're for you. I really don't care one way or another. I don't advocate the use of it, but then I'm not going to sit there and, make a big thing about those who did make that decision. We're adults, you assume the risk. It's on a risk and reward. And that's how it is on the natural side, and that's how it should be. We did have one individual who really felt the necessity, there we go, got that word out, to defend his use of TRT and whatever else he was on. And I was thinking, you really don't need to. I mean, we don't care. But they were saying, well, if you're taking multivitamins, then you're taking anabolics. So I had to get involved. I was like, looked at his profile. He's my age, a little bit taller than me, about the same weight. You can definitely tell he's on at least TRT, if not a few other things. And that's fine. It's his decision. I said, I don't know why you feel the need to have to defend yourself. Hopefully you made an informed decision. Ooh, let me see if I got a red-tailed hawk right up there. And he's in that tree. I don't think he's seen me. Oh, here comes the car. So I'll let the car go by. And then use the noise of the car to get closer. That's my neighbor. Oh, there he goes. So it took off, but we did get the red-tailed hawk in there briefly. Oh, I'm swinging back around. I think he's in that other tree. Let me see if I can get him skimmed again, and I'll come back to my conversation. And it's funny, about the time that I had mentioned that I hadn't seen the red-tailed hawks in a while, well, now I'm seeing them all the time. Isn't that the way it usually goes? So I think that's him up there. Or it's just a bunch of leaves. If he moves, then I'll know. Yeah, I think those are just leaves. So anyway, he landed somewhere. Probably back there a little bit ways. So back to my conversation. So this guy's trying to say if you're taking vitamins, it's the same as being on steroids. So I had to get involved. I said, stop. You know, for some reason, you feel the need to justify what you're doing. So number one, you don't have to. Do what you want to do. I mean, obviously, still need to go in the gym and lift, looking the way he does. I'm still putting the work in. You know, you've just used some obvious enhancements. Okay, that's fine. We don't care. And then he started calling everybody betas. It's like, oh, okay, keyboard warrior, stop. Because I'm looking at the people that are commenting back, and they're not betas, all right? They spend time in the gym exercising just as much as you do. What they didn't do is make a ridiculous statement. And I went back to see what the comments were today, and well, it got taken down. I think the administrator, he said, yeah, this needs to go down. So here you got a guy who's a little bigger than me, got a chip on his shoulder, and he's going to make ridiculous statements that can't be backed up. Because for some reason, he feels what he's doing is wrong. You know, so whether you're on gear or not, I don't care. I understand there's some inherent risk. We probably don't understand all of them. But basically, I'm just get out and get exercise done. As long as you're doing exercising, you're not going to get the motivation out of a pill. Okay? Or an injection, or however it's done. You got to walk in the gym. And just like anybody else, I have days where it's hard to get moving. Oh, stop with that sim bullshit. Damn phones. But I still walk in the gym. That's like yesterday. You know, I knew I'd caught the cold during the weekend, you know. We were outside. It was cool out. The motels roomed. Kind of bothered me. You know, the wife has been sick, so I've been sleeping with her, so it was bound to happen. See if I come up to any ducks or anything. I got the ducks. So here we are at Mud Creek. This is usually where I kick the ducks out, over on this side. I don't know why it's always this side. But if they're there, must be 10 a.m. I hear the sirens being tested first Tuesday of the month. So, yeah, to the gentleman who's my age and my size and that, you know, you're on TRT, great. You know, I mean, from what I read from your post, you're doing it under doctor supervision, which is the way to do it. And leave it at that. Stop trying to call people betas. All right, makes you sound silly. As big as you are, you still wouldn't say it face to face, because you get laughed at. All right, and I think this kind of correlates into something that the Body Beatdown was saying. How online, especially, the fitness industry has kind of lost their way. You know, we were about uplifting each other. And in the gyms I go to, we are. I haven't run into that. Oh, I'm better than you person yet. Might be ones that are thinking it, but they ain't saying it. So here's a guy, I guess, needs some sort of self-validation. And we all do to a point, but there's better ways of getting it. Being a jerk is not one of them. But I was like, yeah, here this guy's pretty much making an ass out of himself because of his own issues. And going around calling other athletes betas because they're not shooting up. And he was on more than TRT. But it's just silly. You know, when you go in the gym, you go in the gym for yourself. All right, whether you want to be faster, stronger, more toned, lose weight, just get the joints moving so they're not as stiff or sore. It's all great stuff. And you got my full support on it. So, that's kind of my fitness rant for today. I seen this guy at Facebook and I'm like, man, get a life. And I went and checked out some of others posting. Yeah, that's pretty much how he was. So I just won't respond to him anymore. But, you know, sometimes when you say something silly and so completely inaccurate, I sometimes feel the need to call you out on it. Oh, there you go, puppies. There we go. Almost missed you guys. Puppy dogs. I almost missed you. How we doing, puppers? How we doing? You a good boy? Are you a good boy? You want me to say hi to you? You a good boy? Yes, you are. Are you a good boy? Yes, you are. Are you a good boy? Yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. You good puppy dog. Alrighty, I gotta go. I didn't know they were out. Only the one is out. The lab's not out. That's surprising. He must have snuck out. So here we go back to woods back here. This is a really nice area. Definitely a lot of deer through this area. So that was my rant for today. And thanks everybody for joining me on my walk. Down in Prepper Nation came out with a kind of a push-up challenge for me, involving a deck of cards. And I think it's going to be quite a challenge. I just don't know if I want to do it while I'm training for a meet, because it's going to be something that will definitely get me really sore. There's lots of reps. Because I thought it'd be easy. Yeah, John, there's 400 reps there. That you're doing in a span. If you do it right, that card you're probably doing in a span of about an hour and a half. That's a lot of push-ups. I don't care who you are. So, that's something I'm going to try to attempt while I'm fighting a cold. And I am doing 2 chest days a week, so unless I get a wild hair up my rear end, I think I'll wait and maybe do that during Christmas. Because right now I am training for December 10th. So, generally when I train for a certain lift, I know there's other lifts I have to kind of stay away from. Otherwise I'll get too fatigued. And pretty much right now, I want to support the muscles that are involved in the lift. So I'm doing more shoulders and triceps and chest. And then of course, even we got my beaverine patch. Go beaverines. Even the squats will help me, because they help you develop muscle by doing them. Squats, deadlifts, and bench. So 19 I got in trouble because I was training hard on both bench and deadlift. And I kept straining the same tendon, and it finally caused me issues. So I'm learning to train a little smarter now, so I don't have that same problem I had last year. So the fields are down, like they're running themselves irrigation again. So what they do is they put drain tile under there. So when they get heavy rains, they can get the water out of the field, but still take advantage of getting the field watered. So that's what they're doing there. Let's see if we see our squirrels here. We had squirrels over here last time. I think I hear them. I hear a bird. So I got the red tail hawk. I don't see any vultures out yet, but chances are we will. And once again, I forgot to bring the apples, but it doesn't look like the horse is out anyway, so I'm okay there. Boy, it warmed up quickly. So I got the shirt completely unbuttoned now, and I might have to take it off and tie it off at my waist. So I think it's going to be another warm day. I think it's going to get almost 70 degrees. I mean, how can you complain about that? So tomorrow is squat militaries. Cold or no cold, I will be in the gym. And then Thursday is another walk day. And then Friday, I think I'll try to make the trip to Shorewood and do my bench and seated press. I get a lot of other exercises at work, a lot of accessory ones and that. I'll probably start adding a deadlift day. Whether I move those weights outside or not, I'm not sure yet. And then I'll figure I got the pretty much full spectrum going on there. I just try to concentrate on the lifts that are going to do me the most good in the time that I set aside for it. Whew. Kind of keeping the pace up here to try to sweat this cold out of me. I got 7 days until the elections. Everybody do your research, you know, and I don't do a straight party ticket. I see what everybody's values are and I vote that way. Some of the key issues, in my opinion, is what they're trying to teach in the schools. You shouldn't be trying to indoctrinate young kids into anything. You should be teaching them how to write, how to read, how to add, how to subtract. Teach them sciences, you know, and leave your personal agendas out of it. That's number one on my list. Number two is crime. All right, some of these states, including my own, are making some foolish decisions, and they're not making it safer for you and I. You know, I mean, basically, criminals are getting arrested and right back out to the door with no bail. I mean, we're not talking shoplifting and, you know, little penny ante stuff. We're talking assault, we're talking carjacking, we're talking second-degree murder. I don't know, politicians, you guys have lost your damn mind. So those are my two. I see inflation's on everybody's mind. That's going on worldwide. Haven't quite figured out where everybody's supply chain all of a sudden turned to crap. I suspect something's up. That's as far as I'll go there on that. So, you have the opportunity to vote. Vote. You know, vote for what's going to make your life safer and your children's life more secure from people that want to indoctrinate them into whatever. Like I said, school should be for learning, period. All right, everything else they can find out for themselves as life goes on. And that's all I'll say about that. So unless I see anything of interest, you know, birds flying in the air, deers running in the woods, I'll put it on pause. Or maybe I'll just do part 2. I'll do a part 2 because this is a 20-minute video. I generally don't want them to run any longer than 15. But, you know, I'm on a walk. So rest, nutrition, and proper exercise. Everybody have a enjoyable week and enjoy this lovely weather.